Assalamu alaikum. It's probably not a very sophisticated question. It's more of a practical, real question. I've been just listening, trying to take everything in that you've been saying, but at the same time, as somebody who is very active and has been very active in both Ireland and here, at grassroots level, working with women's groups, Muslim women's groups and non-Muslim, and the youth. My own experience, if that's anything to go by, of activism has left me quite soured and disappointed, actually. And how do you reconcile I suppose that's the question, how do you reconcile the prophetic injunction to plant saplings in the middle of the hour with the reality that actually for a lot of Muslims it's very hard. The reality of raising children here is very hard. You know, some people can tell us, go back to your own countries. Well, I don't belong anywhere, or I belong as much here as I belong anywhere. And I find it hard. I find the engagement genuinely hard. And I think that reflects the reality of quite a lot of people, young and older, trying to raise children, trying to communicate with children, values that everything else around you says. Right. You're an outsider, you know. It's very difficult.
Yeah. The Prophet ﷺ, he said, you know, that Islam began as an alien thing and it will return to being an alien thing. So blessed are the alienated ones. And the world's an alienating place, and we're all going to be dead in this room within at least, you know, the maximum 100 years, and there'll be a whole new group of people debating and discussing. Maybe not. But, you know, it is very difficult. And I was on an airplane in going to Kuwait, and I sat next to Muhammad al-Awadi, who's a famous TV presenter there, very brilliant Kuwaiti guy. And the stewardess came, and she had Aisha on her name tag, and I asked her where she was from. She said Senegal. And then Muhammad al-Awadi, she didn't have a hijab on, but he said, are you able to pray on the plane? And she said, yes. And then he said, can I ask you a question? And she said, yes. And he said, how do you feel about serving wine on the plane? She said, it's really hard. But I always use my left hand. And, you know, I was so moved by that attempt in such an incredibly difficult circumstance to be as true as she could to what she believed was right, because Muslims do deal with foul things with their left hand, and a lot of people struggling out there. So God bless you.